morning snow, the walls rise with frost and thunder at our sides. The wolf tracks mark the path ahead toward fields where countless foes lie dead. No empire forged can make us kneel. Our fate is bound to axe and steel and tempered in the northern flame. The long ships cleave the winter sea on roads of storm to victory. Each sail snaps hard in frozen gale, yet none among us ever failed. The dragon prow knows every wave and leads the bold, the fierce, the brave toward shores that soon shall know our fame. The war drums pound, the horns resound, their echoes split the icy ground. The shield wall moves like iron tide, with Odin's ravens as our guide. Each clash of steel a sacred song, where only strongest hearts belong. Within the furnace of war's flame, at night by ruins lit with fire, we feed old legends ever higher. The scowl recalls our fathers' deeds of blood, sworn vows and battle creeds. We drink to all who rode before them, sharpen blades and thirst for war, to win yet greater deathless fame. No tyrant's gold can buy our souls. The storm itself obeys our goals. We raid through kingdoms crowned in fear and leave our runes in conquered spear. The mountains hear our battle cry and hurl its echo through the sky like thunder born of Odin's flame. When final twilight shrouds the land, still sword in fist we fearless stand. For death is but the open gate where warriors meet their truest fate. In Valhalla's halls with laughter ring for every frostborn warrior king whose life became immortal fame. So sing of frostborn conquerors bold, whose blood ran fierce though age is old, whose battle songs outlive the grave, whose names the northern legends save. And through the storm forever same, the gods shall speak each Viking name beside the everlasting flame. Valhalla's war cry shakes the sky and calls the fearless forth to die. With iron breath and wolf-like tread, we walk where ancient heroes bled. Our swords reflect the northern dawn before the first red light is drawn across across the snow with living flame. The shield wall grinds like mountain stone, where every warrior stands as one. No spear rain breaks our frozen line. Our blood runs fierce as mead and wine. The battle hymn begins to rise like thunder birthed from winter skies, and feeds the roar of Viking fame. Our dragon ships through tempest glide, with sea gods raging at our side. The mast is crowned by storm-born fire that lifts each warrior's fierce desire. No ocean beast nor blackened wave can shake the hearts of northern brave, who ride through chaos cloaked in flame. Blood-soaked fields our axes ring, like hammers forged for warlike kings. Each enemy who hears that sound knows doom already stalks the ground. The ravens gather overhead to honor all the mighty dead, whose names survive through battle fade. At sacred groves by torchlight bright, we call the old gods through the night. Runes shimmer red on wedded stone, while wolves cry out in solemn tone. The ravens gather overhead to honor all the mighty dead, whose names survive through battle fade. At sacred groves by torchlight bright, we call the old gods through the night. Runes shimmer red on weathered stone, while wolves cry out in solemn tone. There every warrior makes his vow to never let the Northlands bow, while fed remains the ancient flame. The mountains shake beneath our march, like thunder crossing frozen arch. Our brotherhood through blood was sealed and proven true on shattered field. No age can rust what we became, storm-hearted sons of Odin's name, alive through everlasting fate. So let Valhalla hear us sing of wolves and war and northern kings. Though mortal flesh returns to dust, our oaths endure in iron trust. And through the halls where gods proclaim the deathless honor of each name, we feast beside immortal flame. like dragons born beneath dark skies. The oars beat time to battle's hymn, while moonlit waters shimmer grim. Each Viking breathes the salt of fate and rose to meet the gods again, beyond the storm of war and flame. The northern wind becomes our guide, as roaring waves assault each side. Yet dragon brows cut onward still move by an older iron will. The sea itself obeys our cry and lifts our banners to the sky, where ravens guard our growing fame. On foreign shores our boots descend, where kings soon meet their bitter end. Our shield wall forms in iron grace, and terror pales in every face. Axes fall with thunder sound, and enemy blood soaks the ground beneath our ever-burning flame. At dusk we stand through drifting snow, where crimson sunset shadows glow. The wounded sing, the fallen rest, yet still we march at battle's test. For death to us is open door to Valhalla's eternal war, where heroes feast in endless fame. Torchlit holes the mead is poured, to honor every fallen lord. The skald recites old victories of sea raids crossing endless seas. Our laughter shakes the timber beams like echoes rising through old dreams, still fed by northern sacred flame. No chain can bind the ocean suns, whose war is never fully done. Through centuries our voices ride, with storm and wolves forever tied. Though kingdoms fade like winter mist, the Viking soul shall still exist, alive in song and deathless fame. So when the last great horn shall sound and fire consumes the sea and ground, we'll launch once more through Ragnar's storm, as gods in final battle form. Then Odin's hall shall blaze our name among the stars in endless flame, as sons of the Iron Sea. as the gods desire. From frozen cliffs to stormy bay, we ride where weaker souls decay. Our hearts were shaped by wind and war. Our dreams are forged in battle's roar, and tempered in eternal flame. The shield all stands against the tide, with Odin's ravens as our guide. Each spear a fang, each axe a storm. In war we take immortal form. The enemy feels mountains move, as Viking wrath begins to prove why Northmen live through blood and fame. Ships cross the serpent sea toward kingdoms ripe for victory. The dragon prowls through darkness, gleam like monsters born of skaldic dream. Each warrior rose with iron breath toward gold or glory, song or death. Yet all roads lead through war-born flame. At dawn we strike through fortress gate. No king escapes his woven fate. Our war cry shakes the frozen plain like thunder rolling before rain. The ravens feast where tyrants lie and carry upward to the sky the echoes of our rising flame.
By sacred stones in forest deep, we swear the vows our fathers keep. Through torchlit rites and battle scars, we bind our souls beneath the stars. No brother walks the warpath lone. His blood and mine are one in stone, united through immortal flame.
The mountains bow before our tread. The living march beside the dead. For every warrior lost in strife still rides within the shield of light. And when the battle horns resound, their spirits rise from frozen ground to join again our deathless fame. So sing the hammer of the north, whose wrath no empire can hold forth, whose sons through storm and fire came to carve the world in Odin's name. And everlasting flame. Black raven banners pierce the gale as dragon ships through darkness sail. The ocean roars beneath our keel like living beast of iron will. We come where kings in terror pray, for none can turn our wrath away. When northern storms awaken flame, across the frost the war horns cry. Their echo splits the iron sky. Our axes rise like winter moon to death's relentless battle tune. The shield wall grinds like mountain stone. Each warrior fights not for his own, but for immortal Viking fame. The ravens wail through smoke and snow above the field where brave men go. Steel strikes steel in thunder's roar, and blood runs dark on frozen shore. Yet still we push through spear-borne rain with fury greater than our pain, driven onward by the flame. At midnight by the sacred pyre we feed the gods with oath and fire. Runestone gleaming torchlit red beside the honored fallen dead. The scald recalls each ancient name whose deeds became eternal flame, still burning bright through Viking fame. No storm can sink our dragon proud, no tyrant make the Northlands bow. We raid where mountain shadows sleep and cross the black abyssal deep. The sea itself has heard our song and carried battle chants along to shores that tremble at our name. When berserk fury floods the soul, no mortal force can take control. We charge as wolves through shattered shields and claim the fate the battle yields. The earth resounds beneath our tread as living march beside the dead through smoke and iron into flame. So let the raven banner rise beneath cold stars and burning skies. For though the ages grind to dust, our oaths remain in iron. The sea behind, the war ahead. We walk where ancient giants bled. No tyrant ever forged our chain. No hardship taught us fear or pain. We rise through storm and carve our fate. The drums resound through pine and frost, reminding none of us are lost. Though death may claim a warrior's breath, the spirit rides beyond all death. With axe in hand and shield held high, we greet the thunder in the sky and march beneath Valhalla's flame. Cut through moonlit spray to strike before the break of day. Each oar a vow, each sailor's sign. The northern wrath is now aligned. The dragon proud through tempest gleams, like war-born god from ancient dreams, to carry us through blood to fame. Shatter battle banners fall, yet still we answer Odin's call. The wolves beside our footsteps run, till enemy in daylight done are swallowed in our roaring flame. By torchlight in the sacred grove, we honor all the gods above. Our voices rise in pagan hymn, while embers glow and night grows dim. Each brother swears by steel and sky, together live, together die, and guard forever northern fame. The mountains hear our battle song and send its echo rolling long across the fjords and icy seas, through storm winds moving ancient trees. No king can buy what we became, a brotherhood baptized in flame, whose hearts no darkness dares to tame. So when the final war shall sound and stars fall burning to the ground, we'll charge once more with shields as one, until the age of gods is done. Then feast where golden fires proclaim stormborn warriors' deathless name, forever crowned in Valhalla's flame. sons of Odin rise, with storm reflected in their eyes. Through frozen valleys we advance, the spears like winter lightning dance. The old gods whisper through the snow, and urge us where true warriors go, toward fields baptized in fire and flame. Our shield is scarred by countless wars, our longships crossed uncharted shores. Each raid became a legend sung by scouts whose silver tongues stay young. Through battle smoke our banners wave, no Viking kneels except the brave who bow before the sacred flame. The enemy hears the horn resound, and feels a thunder shake the ground. Like avalanche our fury falls, and tears apart their trembling walls. No fortress forged by mortal hand can stand against the northern band, whose hearts were tempered into flame. At dusk we stand in bloody snow, and watch the crimson sunset glow. The ravens circle overhead to guard the honored fallen dead. We swear by runes in stone engraved that every brother shall be saved in memory and deathless fame. Through endless seas our oars have cut, where storm and serpent jaws lie shut. The dragon prow still leads the way, through wrath of night toward dawn of day. The ocean knows our savage song, its roaring pulse has marched along beside our never dying flame. When battle drums like thunder roll, a deeper fire consumes the soul. Then iron suns unleash the storm, and gods themselves in war take form. The mountains bow beneath our tread, the living march beside the dead, and Odin calls us each by name. So sing of us when winters fall, and hear Valhalla's distant call. For though our bones return to earth, our battle songs outlive all birth. The North shall keep our deeds aflame, and every age repeat our name as iron sons of Odin's flame. burns bright above the fjord as Vikings gather shield and sword. The sea reflects the coming fire and feeds each warrior's fierce desire. No softer path was made for us. We rise when storms grow murderous and march through ice to claim our fame. The dragon ships in silence glide with death and thunder at their side. The enemy sleeps unaware while wolves already scent despair. We land where moonlit waters gleam and strike as swift as winter stream before the sun can name our flame. Our shield wall crashes iron hard against the gates of royal guard. Axes rise and helmets ring like hammers forged for warrior kings. The battlefield becomes our song where only fiercest hearts belong, and blood baptizes us in fame. The north wind carries battle cries as ravens wheel through darkened skies. Our brothers fall, yet still we press through storm of steel. We answer yes to Odin's call beyond the pain, for glory purchased not in vain. We'll live beyond the pious flame. By torchlit ruin we feast at night, still stained by echoes of the fight. We drink to all who rode before and those who crossed death's hidden door. The skald begins the ancient hymn, and every warrior joins with him till stars resound our deathless name. The sea may rage, the snow may blind, yet none can break a Viking mind. We've crossed the world by sword and sail, where weaker empires always fail. Our oath was born where frost winds came, and still we bear that savage flame through every age that speaks our name. When final war consumes the sky, we'll lift our swords and gladly ride into the halls where heroes feast, where battle's roar has never ceased. And there among immortal flame the gods shall thunder out our name as lords of blood upon the fjord. Hunt, take the oath in winter's breath to laugh before the face of death. The berserker fire and blood awakes when earth beneath our fury shakes. No iron chain can hold us bound. We strike like wolves with savage sound and storm through kingdoms wrapped in flame. Our axes fall like wrath of gods across the mud of trampled sod. Each battle feeds the ancient rage that echoes down through every age. With painted shields and eyes aflare, we run where cowards fear to dare, and carve our fate in blood and fame. The moon looks down through battle smoke as spear and shield together broke. Still forward drive our roaring line, as though our souls were forged divine. No wound can still a berserker cry, no fear can make a warrior die who bears the northern sacred flame. Through burning gates we charge as one, till every enemy is undone. The drums resound like giant hearts as iron storms tear ranks apart. The ravens feast behind our path and carry songs of Viking wrath to halls that know our deathless name. At midnight fires we honor scars beneath the old immortal stars. Our stories rise with sparks in air like spirits summoned through a prayer. We pledge by Odin's one-eyed gaze to keep alive our father's ways and feed forever war's bright flame. The ocean knows our dragon prowls. The gods have heard our battle vows. We raid where frozen rivers bend and fight until the bitter end. Each conquered shore becomes a song of warriors fierce and proud and strong, whose glory none can ever tame. So let the ages speak in awe of berserk hearts that knew no law, who rode with thunder in their veins and laughed amid the spear-born rains. Though kingdoms fade like drifting foam, Valhalla still shall be our home, where gods remember every name. The thunder rolls through Midgard's sky and calls the sons of war to rise. With iron breath and burning soul, we ride where raging rivers roll. No peace can tame our battle cry. No coward's fate shall be our cold sleep. The gods their solemn watch still keep. Our swords are bright with frozen light. We charge as one into the fight and shake the world in Odin's name. Through villages of conquered kings, our song of storm victorious rings. No fortress wall can turn us back, no empire stand against attack. The wolf runs close beside our spears. We've sharpened wrath through endless years and feed the fire that made our fame. When arrows darken all the sun, still forward press the northern sun. Our shield wall holds against despair, like cliffs unmoved by winter air. The battle smoke becomes our breath. We dance unharmed with glorious death. Its shadow only feeds our flame. At sea we sail where monsters sleep, through waters black and canyons deep. Our dragon ships through chaos roam, yet every storm still feels like home. The lightning crowns our mast with fire and lifts our savage hearts still higher to see the edge of mortal name. The old gods whisper through the pine, their runes of power now align. The blood oath binds our clan as one until the final war is done. No tyrant born shall wear our chain, no conqueror the north can claim, while thunder carries forth our fame. So when the final dust shall fall and Odin sends his ancient call, we'll meet him armed in battle line, with wolves and ravens as our sign. And through Valhalla's golden frame, the halls shall roar our deathless name, as sons of storm and living flame. Oh, navigate by frozen stars. The gods have carved our fate in stone. No Viking warrior stands alone. Our brotherhood is forged in flame. Steel flashes bright in moonlit snow, where only fearless warriors go. The enemy hears the battle hymn, and all their courage soon grows dim. Our boots crush ice, our banners fly. Eagle watches from the sky as thunder marches in our name. The longhorn calls across the shore, a sound that means the coming war. The dragon ships with crimson sails move silent through the northern gales. Each oar a beat, each breath a vow. The hour of reckoning is now. The sea itself obeys our flame. The shield wall forms a living beast, where fear and weakness both have ceased. Our axes rise in sacred rhythm. The enemy's fate now stands within them. Through smoke and blood we drive ahead, where lesser hearts would long have fled. We carve our path through death and fame. At night beside the sacred fire, we speak of glory's fierce desire, of Odin's gaze upon the brave, and songs that rise beyond the grave. Each warrior swears with lifted blade to never let our legends fade, but keep alive the northern flame. The ravens feared where kings once fell, and still our battle voices swell. No storm can turn our course aside, with wolves and thunder as our guide. The earth resounds beneath our tread. The living march beside the dead, as fate unfolds through steel and flame. So let the scouts forever sing of frozen seas and warrior kings, of Viking wolves who would not yield, who held the line on blood-soaked field. Though time may bury throne and stone, the North will claim what's always known. Valhalla echoes with our name. Across the frozen fields we ride, with iron hearts and storm as guide. The drums of war begin to sound, our fathers' oaths in thunder bound. Through snow and ash our banners wave, no warrior born was meant for grave. Valhalla waits beyond the flame. The ravens circle over steel, the wounded rise of fearless kneel. Our axes sing through winter air, the gods themselves attend us there. Each shield a wall, each cry a spear. We know not doubt, we know not fear. The North remembers every night. The long ships cut the blackened sea toward lands that bend unwillingly. Our dragon prowls through tempest glide, with storm gods raging at our side. The salt and blood upon the wind awaken wolves that sleep within, and call us deeper into faith. By torchlit halls the scouts proclaim the deeds that fed immortal flame, of brothers fallen sword in hand, who made their bones defend the land. We drink to them in me tonight, then march once more before first light, to rise through battle born again. No king but war shall rule us now, no tyrant make the Northlands bow. Our oath was forged in ice and fire, fed by the ancient gods' desire. The mountains shake beneath our tread, we honor all our noble dead, and ride where only legends came. When shield meets shield like thunder's roar, the earth itself becomes our war. The spear rain falls, the war horns cry, yet still we laugh and charge to die. For death in battle is no end, but where the honored warriors ascend, through gates of endless flame. So sing the north while stars burn cold. A Viking heart's no age can hold. Our voices shake the frozen sky. Though kingdoms fade, our songs won't die. The storm, the wolf, the sea remained, and through them all we rule again, eternal in Valhalla's name. Beneath Aurora's ghostly fire, we march with old gods' fierce desire. Green lights dance over shield and spear, while enemies awake in fear. The frozen heavens seem to sing above the march of warrior kings, advancing through the sacred flame. Our longships sleep beside the shore, awaiting dawn and coming war. Their dragon heads in moonlight gleam, like beasts awakened from a dream. The sea itself seems breathing slow, as if it knows where we must go, to carve once more immortal fame. At dawn our shield wall meets the storm, and battle takes its savage form. Ashes fall hard through helms of steel, as wounded earth begins to reel. The ravens circle overhead, above the ranks of mighty dead, who fed the north with living flame. No tyrant's gold can buy our soul, no empire force our hearts control. We stand where only brave endure, our oath to brotherhood is pure. Through blood and frost we keep the line, as though our wrath were half divine, still rising. Viking fame. At torchlit ruins after war, we dream two brothers gone before. The sky recites their names with pride, while wolves cry out from mountainside. Our laughter shakes the mead hall beams like thunder born from ancient dreams, still fed by Odin's hidden flame. Crowns the northern sky, where heroes never truly die. Its silent fire reflects our fate to meet the gods at battle gate. And when our mortal years are done, we'll rise where endless wars are won, to feast in halls of deathless fame. So sing of spears beneath the lights that glowed above our fiercest fights, and let the stars forever claim the warriors forged through storm and flame, whose names through endless ages ring like battle hymns. The scouts still sing, alive in Valhalla's fame. Iron walls ascend the hill, with battle hunger burning still. The snow beneath their footsteps cracks as war drums echo through the black. Each warrior bears the storm inside, with death and thunder as his guide, marching through fields of sacred flame. The shield wall rises iron strong, where only fearless hearts belong. Axes gleam bright in crimson dawn before the enemy is gone. Spears strike hard like lightning rain, and feed the battlefield with pain, from which is born immortal fame.
The dragon ships lie by the shore, prepare to carry war once more. The sea growls low beneath moonlight, as if it too awaits the fight. No chain can hold the Northland free, whose soul was forged beside the sea and hardened in the God's own flame. At torchlit groves through drifting snow, we chant where ancient runes still glow. The old gods hear the battle hymn and stir in shadows cold.
ravens we charge as storm, in wrathful, almost godlike form. The mountains tremble at our cry, the ravens wheel across the sky. Our axes carve through armored kings, while thunder through the valley rings, and lifts our deeds through war-born flame. The fallen rise in memory's shield, and march beside us on the field. For none who died with sword in hand are lost within the northern land. They ride with us through battle's roar, invisible yet strong in war, alive through deathless warrior fame. So when we climb the final height and stars burn cold above the fight, we'll see Valhalla's golden frame and hear the gods proclaim each name of iron wolves through ages same, who rose through blood and sacred flame to claim the halls of endless fame. The last long ship leaves frozen bay at dawn before the break of day. Its dragon proud toward darkness bends, where war and destiny descend. Each oar strikes fate upon the sea and rows toward grim eternity, lit only by the storm's wild flame. The northern wind tears through the sail, yet still our iron hearts prevail. The thunder crowns our mast with fire and feeds each warrior's fierce desire. No ocean beast nor deathly tide can turn a Viking from his stride when sailing toward eternal fame. On distant shores we storm the land, with sword and axe in weathered hand. The shield wall grinds through spear and bone, like avalanche from mountain throne. The ravens feast above the slain, while war drums shake the earth again and feed the forge of battle flame. Through smoke we charge with berserk cries, like wolves beneath collapsing skies. Our blood runs hot though frost winds bite, we laugh amid the iron fight. No wound can make our spirits bend, we battle onward to the end, still hungry for immortal fame. At night beside by the ruined gate. We drink and speak of war and fate. The scald recalls our fathers' names, who fed the north with deathless flames. We raise our horns to those now gone, then sharpen steel before the dawn, to earn yet greater warrior fame. Though this be last of dragon kill, its spirit none can break or steal. For every longship lost at sea still sails in old mythology. Its carved prow lies in battle song, where fearless Viking souls belong, forever crowned in northern flame. So when the final wave shall close above the last of Viking prow, Valhalla's gate shall blaze our name and welcome us through halls of flame, where dragon sons in glory stand, still armed with steel in Odin's land, alive through everlasting fame. Sound through frozen mist, like wrath no mortal can resist. The thunder rolls through pine and snow, and calls us where the bremen go. With iron breath and burning eye, be marched beneath the northern skies toward fields consumed in sacred flame. We are friends and buried on high, with wolves and ravens at our side. Each brave is like a winter thorn, each has a storm from fury born. The enemy hears our roaring cry, sees death darken all the sky, before the storm of Viking fate. Our longships carve the serpent sea, to blood earned immortality. The dragon prow through black waves gleams, like monster torn from ancient dreams. No storm can break the oars we wield, no king can make the Northmen yield, who sail baptized in war-born flame. Battle crashes white, like mountains moving with gods in light. The runes glow red through sacred smoke as ancient powers have awoke. Their every warrior makes his vow. No tyrant shall command us bow, while burns within the old god flame. A battle song and cast its echoes deep and long across the fjords and frozen shore, where scouts preserve our deeds of war. Though kingdoms sink and empires die, our legends ride the storm-filled sky alive in everlasting fame. Valhalla calls at last, and mortal breath has long since passed. We'll rise with swords in Odin's hall, where endless battle feeds us all, and God shall thunder forth each name of those who fed the world with flame and forged through war immortal fame. Thunderborn raiders ride the gale, where weaker hearts grow cold and pale. The storm itself obeys our hand as dragon ships approach the land. No gate can stand, no crown against the wrath we carry pure, and sharpen daily into flame. Across the surf our war cries break, like thunder causing earth to shake. The shield wall crashes into steel, and kings at last their doom can feel. Our axes sing through smoke and snow, a song all conquered peoples know, the anthem of our ruthless fate. Where armies fall, still onward sounds the battle call. Our brothers laugh in spear-borne rain, as though war frees them from all pain. No death can dim a Viking soul, whose heart was forged beyond control. Inside the furnace of the flame, at midnight fires in conquered hall. great fortress falls, of dragon raids and blood-red seas, of victories carried on the breeze.
Each warrior drinks to those long dead, then dreams of war still lying ahead,
to multiply his deathless fame. The mountains tremble at our stride, with giant wolves at either side. The old gods watch from frozen stars and bless the bearers of these scars.
our oaths are bound in rune and bone, our iron law is ours alone.
Alive within the sacred flame. When Ragnarok begins its roar, we'll launch our dragon ships for war, and through apocalypse we ride, with Odin's chosen at our side. Then Valhalla shall blaze each name of Thunderborn who conquered flame, and made the storm itself their fame. A frozen crown, the northern west, of jagged peaks and storm-filled airs. Their Vikings forged in blizzard breath, owned early not to bargain dead. Our swords were raised before we spoke, and iron by our hands awoke to burn beneath victorious flame. The war horns call through mountain stone, their echoes make the giants groan. The shield warlocks in iron pride, with wolves and ravens as our guide. Our axes carved through armor lines like Thor's own wrath in mortal times, and lift our clan to endless fame. burst through crimson dawn, while dragon shadows still move on. Across black seas our fate is cast by winds too fierce for weak men's mass. Each oar a heartbeat forged in war, each sail a path to distant shore, where kingdoms kneel before our flame. At dusk the battlefield lies still, yet Viking hearts remain of will. The wounded rise, the fallen sing in halls unseen where heroes reign. The skull preserves in sacred rhyme the deeds that outlive death and time, and build through song immortal fame. Torchlit ruins cloaked in mist, we swear by gods who still exist. No brother leaves another slain, no oath dissolves through blood or pain. Our spirits bound like hammered steel, no force alive can make us kneel, while lives endure the northern flame. The sea may rage, earth may break, still Viking wrath will not forsake. For in our blood the old gods move, and through our deeds their power prove. No empire born shall ever claim the crown we forged through war and flame, still bright with unconquered fame. So when the final ages fall, senses ancient call, will rise in armor crown once more, and ride through heaven's battle door. Then gods themselves shall praise the name of those who fed the world with flame, the deathless kings of northern fame. Blackened skies with fire burn, and stars like falling spears return. The berserkers rise through smoke and frost, no oath forgotten, none are lost. Our axes thirst, our war cries roll, like storm unleashed from ancient soul, awakened in Ragnarok's flame. The shield wall forms through ash and snow, where only deathless warriors go. Spears shatter loud like breaking skies, yet still till our battle fury rises. The enemy sees madness blaze within our ruin-marked battle gaze, and trembles at our savage fame. Through frozen waste our war bands ride, with giant wolves at either side. The mountains echo battle drums, foretelling doom that swiftly comes. Our boots strike earth like thunder gods, across the blood-soaked, trampled sod, consumed within the northern flame. Dragon ships through darkness sail, past serpent jaws and deathly gale. No storm can sink what gods have blessed, no fear can live in Viking chest. We cross the sea to war once more, and paint our legend shore to shore, with iron blood and deathless fame. Lit stones in sacred pine, we chant beneath old runic sign. The old gods stir in wind and smoke, 'cause ancient powers half awoke. Their every berserk warrior swears to fight until the stars fall bare, still fed by Odin's living flame. Ragnar's final horn resounds, and fire consumes the seas and ground. We charge where even gods make war, with iron hearts and wolfish roar. Then side by side with Odin stand, the last defenders of the land, crowned forevermore in fame. So sing the berserk sons of doom, who made the battlefield their bloom, whose wrath no mortal age could tame, whose blood became immortal flame. And through Valhalla's golden frame, the gods proclaim each warrior's name as lords of Ragnarok and fame. Midnight foam through seas where only monsters roam. It's carved Joe's face, the coming gale, yet never once do Northmen fail. Our oars beat hard through storm and spray, toward blood and glory at first day, and kingdoms trembling at our flame. Our guide, with Odin's ravens at our side. The thunder crowns our mast in fire, and feeds the soul's untamed desire. No ocean Legion trench, no serpent's cry can turn our dragon prows aright when battle calls us into fame. On foreign shores our steel descends, where empire walls begin to bend. Our shield wall grinds through spear and sword, like avalanche unleashed by warlord. Axes rise with lightning's might and split apart the dawnlit fight, to carve our road through war-born flame. The ravens circle over slain, while war drums pound through smoke and rain. The berserk cry erupts once more, like thunder bursting into war. No mortal hand can halt our stride, with wolfish hunger as our guide. We feast upon immortal fame. At night beside the mead hall fire, the skald exalts our deeds still higher. Of dragon ships and kings undone, of victories carved one by one. We drink while torchlit shadows dance, and sharpen blades for next advance, still breathing through the ancient flame. The sea remembers every keel, each oath once sworn on sword and steel. Its blackened waves preserve the song of warriors fierce and proud and strong. Though kingdoms fade like drifting foam, the dragon prow still leads us home, through storm tore everlasting fame. So sing the prow with serpent head, that bore the living and the dead across the wrath of God torn seas, toward plunder, glory, victory. And when we feast in halls of flame, the gods shall thunder every name of dragon sons who conquered fame. Wander through ice and rain, their howls awaken war again. Our boots crush frost on ancient ground, while battle drums like thunder sound. No fear can dwell where Vikings tread. We walk beside the honored dead, toward fields illuminated flame. The long ships ride the steel gray tide, with dragon shadows at their side. Each oar stroke beats a war-born vow. No force alive can stop us now. The sea obeys our savage hymn, its black horizon, cold and grim, still carries forth our growing fame. the sun. Spears rise like winter forest lines. Our axes flash like wrath divine. The enemy hears the raven cry and knows before the hour to die. They face the north's relentless flame. Through smoke and blood we charge ahead, where kings once ruled and armies bled. The ground itself begins to shake when berserk fury comes away. Our battle roars, split stone and sky, and even gods draw closer nigh to witness Viking deathless fame. At torchlit groves through pine and snow, we kneel where ancient runes still glow, and whisper vows through frost and fire to feed the old god's dark desire. Each warrior binds his soul this night to brotherhood and endless fight, baptized within the sacred flame. The mountains guard our northern throne, where storm and wolf have shaped our bone. No tyrant forge shall make us kneel. Our law is carved in rune and steel. Through every age our songs remain like thunder rolling after rain, alive with unforgotten fame. So when the final war horn cries and fire consumes the frozen skies, we'll ride once more through Ragnar's storm in wrathful God's immortal form. Then like living cliff against the enemy growing stiff. Each clash of steel shakes earth and sky, while ravens scream their battle cry above the roar of northern flame. Through blood-stained snow we charge ahead, where many kings have fallen dead. Our fury strikes like mountain break and makes the strongest kingdoms shake. The battlefield becomes our song, where only deathless hearts belong, and every blow builds Viking fame. At dusk by torch and sacred fire, the scout lifts legends ever higher, of runestone lords and dragon raids, whose glory never once decays. We drink where shadows dance in red, among the honored mighty dead, still breathing through immortal flame. No storm can wear these runes away, nor centuries erase their sway. They hold the memory of the brave, whose names no grave could ever save. Their power lives in every cry that shakes the frozen northern sky, alive through everlasting fame. So when the last war ends, the stars and gods descend with ancient scars, we'll stand by runstones crowned in flame, and hear the heavens call each name of those who fought and never came, but won through death immortal fame, as fury carved in living stone. Before the viral blades were crossed and every fear and oath was lost, we swore by wolf and sea and sky, together live, together die. No gold can break the bond we claim. It burns more fierce than battle flame, the blood oath forged immortal fame. The longships wait by frozen shore, prepare to carry war once more. The dragon brows and moonlight gleam like creatures born of Scalig dream. Each oar will beat the oath we swore across the thunder-haunted shore, where kingdoms fall rise thick as winter pine. Axes flash, wrath almost divine. The enemy hears our battle cry, and sees doom darken all the sky before the roar of northern fame. Through blood and smoke our brothers fight, as though possessed by storm and night. No wound can break a sworn man's will, no death the blood oath ever kill. The fallen rise in memory's shield, and march beside us on the field, still fed by ancient sacred flame. At torchlit ruins after war, we honor those who fought before. The scout sings old Victoria's names of men who fed the world with flames. We drink to brothers now long gone, then sharpen steel before the dawn, to win yet greater Viking fame. The mountains hear our oath resound, and hurl its echo through the ground. No empire born can break this trust, though kings and kingdoms turn to dust. Our bond outlives both grave and stone, like thunder rolling all alone, still roaring with immortal flame. So when Valhalla calls us home beyond the seas we used to roam, we'll stand once more in battle frame, and hear the gods proclaim each name of brother sworn through blood and flame, who built the north in deathless fame, and kept their oath beyond all time. Thunder's wild, relentless drum. Their horses strike the ice like fire, driven by ancient gods' desire. The storm itself bends to their cry, as ravens sweep the iron sky, above the march of sacred flame. Their shields are rimmed with winter frost. No warrior fears what may be lost, for death in battle is but gate through which the brave embrace their fate. Each axe raised high reflects the dawn before another kingdom's gone, and feeds the north with deathless fame. The mountain passes steep where only wolves and giants sleep. The riders charge through wind and snow to where the fiercest the war fires glow. No wall can hold, no spear can stand against the wrath of northern band who ride baptized in storm-born flame. At dawn they strike with savage cries, like thunder falling from the skies. The shield wall breaks, the kings retreat before the pounding of their feet. The battlefield becomes a sea of steel and blood and victory, where legends rise in Viking fame. At torchlit caves by mountain stone they kneel, where old gods still are known. Runes shimmer red through smoke and fire and stir forgotten dark desire. Each warrior swears by blade and bone, the frozen north shall stand alone, protected by eternal flame. The riders drink in conquered halls, where scouts recount great fortress falls. Their laughter shakes the meat-stained beams like echoes from immortal dreams. No age can bury what they've made, nor time make northern glory fade alive through unconquered fame. So when the final storm descends and mortal war at last shall end, these riders through the blizzard same will charge through Ragnar's wall of flame. Then Odin's hall shall shout each name of those who rode through ice to fame. For